This is a Johnson 2 horsepower outboard motor. It was produced by Johnson in the 70s and early 80s. It's a robust motor and is known for its slow idle speed and trolling ability, especially. Evinrude bought Johnson out and continued to manufacture this motor for quite a long time afterwards, so the Evinrude version is basically the identical motor to this. One of the unique features of this motor is that it has a couple of adjusting idle screws, which are basically needle valves. There's one on the top here, which is the adjustment valve for the low speed, and there's one at the bottom, which is the adjustment valve for the high speed. Now this, although nice features, confuses almost everybody and is subject to operators having them out of adjustment, and even kids love to play with knobs and can change these things. So it sometimes can be something you need to look, to watch for. The rule of thumb that I use is that if you want to just make sure these are open, because the engine will not perform or start properly if they're not open, is to turn the valve to the right as far as it will go and just gently seat it, and then back it off a turn in about a quarter. That's what I typically do. And the same with the one on the bottom. Make sure you check that if the engine's not starting properly. The other thing is, here's the choke. So if the engine's cold, open that choke up all the way, and once the engine warms up, you can push it back in. So I'd like now to demonstrate how to start this motor. The first thing you want to do is make sure you open up the fuel valve on the top. That allows the fuel to drop down into the carburetor. There's also a valve on the bottom here that you can see, which is a fuel cock. You need to open that up so that the fuel runs into the carburetor, which is just over there. So the next thing to do is put the throttle over to start, which is about right here, and then give it a pull. Now I've had the engine running about half an hour ago or so, so I won't use the choke, but if the engine is cold, you can use the choke, and the engine typically does start in the first, second, or third pull. So I'll give it a pull right now. Sorry, I have to use both hands. Maybe I will put that choke on. I now put the choke back in, and the engine is running very nicely, as you can see. It will also run at quite a low RPM if you're fishing. And also, it's very robust and has significant power. That wasn't all the way full throttle, but as you can see, it has some significant power. The oil mixture is typically 50 to 1. The oil mixture is 50 parts to 1. That's 50 parts of fuel to 1 part of oil. So for 1 liter, that's basically 20 milliliters of oil, and for, say, a 5-gallon mix, it's about 100 milliliters of oil per 5 liters. So she's a lovely little robust engine, and if you have one of these, I hope you're having a lot of fun with it. Thank you for watching.